not too late to be heard. So tell me what I need to know. Tell me what I need to know. And stop this charade.
From my given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. That's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good. You got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road to never end. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving. In the heat from a hot California, I forgot how you look like in rain. That's why I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good. You got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road to never end. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving. All the memories just lingers on repeat like it is never gonna stop. I can't help myself from feeling all alone, but you got me good. Oh, you got me good.
All right, you know what time it is when you hear this song. It means it's nearly kickoff time. It is Mentoring with Sally. It is our weekly live broadcast where I come in and teach you a little something. And today we're going to be talking about why people fear investing in your program. But before we kick off, let's have a dance party with the Sparkle song.
Try, think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead it's your work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out.
Hey Donna, come on into the VIP room, babe. Go and check Slack for the link. Halfway through texting. Hi everyone, welcome to Straight Talk with Sally. This is our regular weekly broadcast where I come in and I teach you a little something, and then we do some live Q&A with those in the VIP room. And if you're out there on the live stream, then all you need to do is drop a Q to ask a question. And it looks as though I need to make sure that my little ding-dongs are turned off. Where's my little ding-dong window? There it is. Play when people leave and join. We turn off the ding-dongs. I'm not sure if Robin is out there. I see that she's in the Voz. That's what you caught me in the middle of. My VIPs have gone, one of them's gone into the wrong room. Mentoring with Sally room in Slack. So if you are a VIP, you're part of the Freedom Funnel Academy, come on in to the VIP room. I know we've just come out of the back end of a launch, and we tried a few new things during the launch. So if hang around till the end, I might share some key takeaways around what we actually did during our most recent launch. But today we are talking about ways and why people fear investing in themselves. So let me know where you're joining us from. I see lots of eyeballs out there in the big wide world. I can see that Donna is out there. Now, Donna, you're a VIP. You're a brand new sparkler. So if you head to Slack, you will find a link that you can come. And instead of being out there on the live stream, you can be inside the VIP room with me and the other clients. Hey, Deanne is always here. She loves our Sparkle song. She is a lifer. All right, lots of eyeballs, not much talking, lots of stalking going on. All right, let's get stuck into today's content. And there we go. All right. Fear of investing in oneself. Now, I have launched my program many, many times, and often after I've launched a program, I will send out a survey or a post-launch survey. And with this post-launch survey, I ask the question, what was your biggest determination over not signing up for the program? Or, maybe what do you feel was holding you back from signing up for the program? Or even, what would it take for you to sign up for the program next time? Now, it doesn't matter what questions I'm asking, or what the program is that I'm receiving feedback on, there's always lots of similar answers. And, we've been watching this over the years of running this business, and it all comes back to a fear. There is a fear, and especially women entrepreneurs have a fear over investing in themselves and their business. So let me know if you're watching this on the live stream or if you're on the podcast. Do you know you need to invest to grow your business, right? To learn a strategy that you know will take you years and years to learn by yourself, but you have this fear of actually investing in yourself. And I've found that most women, that fear comes back to them. So I've actually written my top 17 different reasons why I see people actually having a fear to invest in themselves. And look, I personally, it was a struggle the first time I invested. I was selling things from my garage. Somebody's in my other Zoom room. I was selling things from my garage. I was finding anything I could do to invest in myself. But this decision was so super scary because I didn't know what the outcome was going to be. So a lot of the responses that we get back from people are, the first one is they don't believe that they're actually worth it. Plain and simple. Before that moment, I invested, I didn't believe I was worth it. Putting an amount of money out there and putting it out to invest in my very first coach or mentor or an online course, it was a bit of a liberating feeling because I finally chose me, myself, and I. And I could back my belief in myself with cash on the table. And there's no better way to declare that you're worth it than put some money on the line. Now, another reason what we hear a lot is most of the time they won't admit it, but sometimes those who are being truly honest will say that they don't actually trust themselves. You see, trust in yourself, it's actually assisted by setting goals and then trusting that you're going to follow through. You see, when you trust yourself to follow through, now you're actually putting yourself in a bit of an uncomfort zone, right? Because now you have to do what you set out to do. How often have you tried something and failed and then thought, well, maybe this is just going to be that thing? So knowing that you can now trust in yourself, or maybe you think to yourself that you're just not truly ready. But until you invest in yourself, you will never be truly ready. Now, I'm not saying you have to go out and invest $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 for the very first time you invest, but you need to be willing to invest. It's simply not important enough for you to wait until you're ready, right? If you think that you need to wait till you're ready, you'll never be ready. I can tell you, the very first time and even the last time I invested, I was so scared. I was nervous. I was uncomfortable. But I knew that I needed it. Now, the next one is, and this is common, you're waiting to have money. We hear this very often. This is one of the most common excuses that I hear. And it is that I need to have the money. But that's exactly why you should invest in yourself. If what you're doing is clearly not working, you need to recognize this. And then you need to write your own financial story by believing in yourself. And when you say yes, you will figure out how. Think about it. If a relative falls down the stairs and breaks a leg, you figure out how. If you crash your car and you need another car, you figure out how. If your refrigerator breaks, you figure out how. So when you don't have the money, then you do need to figure out how. And that's exactly why you should not be waiting. Now, another reason is you maybe you're somebody who just loves to dream, but you don't like to take action. You know, you get all hyped up by the motivation, the YouTube videos, all the information in the cheap and free world. And hey, it's free, right? People love consuming free information and dreaming about what they can achieve and dreaming about the successful business that they want. But they don't love what comes after the dream. That is the work. You know, like we want to build you a sustainable business so you can hire yourself out of the jobs you don't like. But in the beginning, until you've got a few employees, you have to do the groundwork. And also, here's a good one. They don't want to be on the hook. Once they say yes to investing, their dreams are now on the line. You're now on the hook. You've got nowhere to run. You've got nowhere to hide. And you have no excuse. You have no way to actually say, I'm not going to do this. And for many, this is so daunting. Now, does any of those first 6 resonate with you? 1, you don't believe that you're worth it. Number 2, that you don't trust that you'll follow through. And just be totally honest, no judgment here. But it's in the recognition of the things that are holding you back that allow you to move forward. Are you maybe just not yet ready? Or are you just waiting to have the money? But if you keep making that same decision, it's going to lead to the same result, right? Or maybe you just love the dream of it all, but you don't want to actually do the work. Or at the moment, it's really comfortable because you're not on the hook for anything. So let us know in the chat or wherever you're listening to this as well. All right, now let's move on to our next 7, number 7, this I think is something that I am very, very good at, is making sure that I get resourceful. Whenever I invest in something, I ask myself, not if I've got the money now, right? Once I think about how many clients do I need to get that coach? And then I'm like, cool, I can do that. I'll find the money. We can make it work somehow and some way. I literally sold things from my garage and from my wardrobe to pay for my first coach and then to get my software up and running. But most people would rather spend money on a leather jacket or a new phone or a trip to Cancun, right? Because they are awesome. But I can tell you, they won't transform your life. And if you're following me, you want to transform other people's lives. Am I right? That's why you follow the Sparkle World. We want to help to transform other people's lives. Also, what about this one? So many people just want to stay the same. I mean, it sounds crazy, right? That most people don't actually want to change. That fear of stepping into their own power. You know, one of the deepest fears is not that we're not inadequate. It's that our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. We turn light into dark. And that can frighten people when they step into their own power. Maybe you have yet to decide that your dreams just haven't become non-negotiable. When I started this business, I said to my husband, give me 5 years. Now, last week, we literally hit our 5-year anniversary for me being in the Sparkle Class Academy full time. And I made it a non-negotiable to be successful. I knew I was going to take risk. I was going to do whatever it took, even if I had to go and have a garage sale or whatever it took. Even I borrowed some money from my daughter's bank account because I ran the math and I knew that if I just got 2 clients, I could pay it back, and I believed that I could. You need to have a belief in yourself. Also, you're letting fear win. Number 10, letting fear win. You're afraid of putting money down, and then you don't actually follow through. You don't take action. Or you're afraid of declaring your dreams to somebody else. Once you do this and you step into it, you invest in yourself, now you've got to make those dreams a reality. Or you're afraid to be held accountable to your vision. Or you're afraid of achieving success and changing your life. These fears, they're always out there. We also find that we hear this very often. I'm waiting for the right time. So often in a discussion, people will say to me, it's just not the right time. I'm waiting for the right time. Here's the deal though. When it comes to timing, there's never going to be the right time. You are the one who makes it the right time. Time is not going to come to you and say, now it's the time. You're the one who has to stand up and say, now is the time for me. Life won't get less busy. Kids won't get less intense. Bills aren't going to get cheaper. Everybody deals with these on a daily basis. But it's those who say, now is my time, that really can go forth and make a change and then go forth and transform other people's lives. Maybe it's somebody who is just not ready to be challenged. Maybe you don't like the purple whip that comes out occasionally here inside the Sparkle world, right? The best programs that I've been in are both a mix of having support, but also being challenged to push me beyond my comfort zone. We push our clients, and you know what? We tell them the truth as well. If you're not ready to hear the truth and us pointing out where you may be playing small and listening to all those bullshit voices, the little itty bitty shitty committee inside your head. And I can expect the same when I invest in myself, right? We all have these blind spots. That's why I still hire a coach. I want people to show me where my blind spots are because I don't know what they are. I mean, the coach of all coaches, Tony Robbins, has at least 6 coaches on the book at any one time. I've got 3. I have 3 coaches. It started just getting 1 and I'm like, wow, like the transformation and the changes that I had. Now, there are some people who would prefer to continue to go solo, right? It's just easier to stay solo. Good luck if this is you. You can do it. People have done it, staying solo, but maybe it might take you 8 years instead of 2. You know, I said to my husband, give me 5 years. And the best thing I did was invest in a coach because I wouldn't be here without having invested in myself as fast as I was able to. We only had 1 year in the red where I was investing more than I was making. After that, it's all profit, baby. The snowball effect. Now, I'm not going to bullshit you and tell you that it's only going to take you 2 weeks or a month to make $10,000 a month. You know, those shiny ball coaches out there where they say you only need 1 funnel with 1 lead magnet, which is what I say, but I don't bullshit you to say that there's not a heap of work that goes on in the background. I see these ads all the time. I made $1 million in a month. I'm like, bullshit. What did you do for 10 years before that? Right? So you want one thing, but you need the strategy. And you can go and try and figure that out yourself. Or you can get there faster and have someone show you a strategy that you like. Go and find somebody that you like their system and model that. So you're no longer trying to make decisions alone and you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You model success and no longer are you flying alone. You're just modeling something that already works. So find the method that you want to implement to make real change and then find someone who's doing that and is a few years ahead of you. The next one is truthfully be honest with yourself. If you know you need help, you need to master the person who's looking at you in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror. I'll often speak to potential clients and, they will sugarcoat all of their problems because they don't want to admit them. And their lack of honesty, it serves a purpose for them when they don't admit that they have a problem. It helps them to avoid making powerful decisions if we just sugarcoat everything. Without getting drastically honest, you won't actually feel compelled enough to change. I know I will always look at myself in the mirror and ask myself, what is it that's holding me back? What do I need help with? I will take honest inventory on what my circumstances are right now that are impacting the vision and the dream that I had. And there are a lot of people out there that just feel entitled. There are that they can change the world and transform lives, and they can do it for free. They never have to pay for a coach or a piece of software or anything, and they can go forth and create an amazing coaching program that transforms the lives of many. And a few months back, they've probably received a message from somebody who, wanted 2 hours of their time. And then they're like, why should I be giving my time away for free? They want to be paid for their services. But for some reason, when they're actually quoted a price to truly make a difference in their own lives, they don't want to pay. So if they don't want to pay, how would you expect that your clients would want the same thing? Because you are not practicing what you're preaching. And if you're a coach who is wanting people to pay you for your services, don't you think you should be doing the same for yourself? Taking a little bit of your own advice? Yeah? All right, the next one we have here is you just want to keep playing small. It's easier if you just keep playing small, right? Investing in yourself means you want to create big, bold decisions. You want to have trust, faith, belief in who you truly can be. You want to create a difference. But if you don't shift from playing small to playing much bigger, not everybody is actually ready to play big. And if that's not you, that's okay. Again, take a look in the mirror. Ask yourself, am I ready to play big? If you want to work with the Sparkle World and Team Sparkle, you have to want to play big, because our mission is to transform 33 million lives. And that's not going to be happening by me bringing in 33 million clients, that's going to happen because I'm working with people who are ready to share their gift with the world. They want to transform lives and they're going to do anything they can to do it. And the final one here, just a bad relationship with money. We've heard all the stories and the beliefs around money. But you see, people who avoid investing in themselves, they truly do have a scarcity mindset. They don't understand that money is just energy. It's what actually makes the planet go round, right? Well, not actually go round, but it's how things happen. We exchange some energy for other people's energy. And yes, it's money. It's not physical paper anymore. It's just like a beep beep on the phone. Beep beep. Right? You don't have to give away all your energy, but you need to invest some of that energy to get it back. And I can tell you, when you invest some of that energy, you will get it back 5 times over. One can only change when you really want it. Before I went and invested in my first coach, I needed to change myself first. I was scared. I was nervous. But I can tell you, after only 6 weeks in, I was launching my first program, right? And we had a 5-figure month. Now, that was because once I started investing, I was no longer playing small. I was no longer trying to figure it out alone. I was no longer sitting there with my blinders on, hoping and praying that something would work. So let's quickly recap the 17 reasons why people are afraid to invest in themselves. So 1 was they don't believe they're worth it. 2, they don't trust themselves. 3, you're not truly ready yet. 4, you're waiting to have the money. 5, they just love to dream but not take any action. Number 6 is that they don't want to be put on the hook and step up for themselves. You're not willing to be resourceful to figure it out. I'm sure if the fridge broke, you'd figure it out. You want to stay the same, or maybe the dreams just haven't become non-negotiable. For me, I was like, there is no way I am working for an employer anymore. And I can tell you, as an educator, as a teacher, we only got paid when we were in the classroom, and all the work, the many, many hours outside of the classroom, I never got paid for. And I'm like, I would prefer to be paid while I'm sleeping. Literally, I wake up and my phone goes ding, ding, and I'm like, you got money. You're letting fear win. Don't let it win. Don't be afraid to put some money down, because if you put it down, you're going to take action. You're going to declare your dreams to somebody else. You're going to hold yourself accountable to your vision, and you're going to achieve success in life. Don't let fear win. It's just a feeling. Feel it and do it anyway. Maybe it's just you think, hey, it's not the right time, but it's never going to be the right time, because who makes it the right time? You do. You're not ready to be challenged. You're going to let the little itty bitty shitty committee on your shoulder continue to win. You just want to roll solo. Hey, cool. If you want to continue to roll solo, I can promise you it's going to take you longer alone. And I even have a card for that, which I can't find right now. But you will together rise with somebody else. You're not being honest with yourself. You're not taking inventory on, this honesty. It really serves, when you're not being honest with yourself, it serves a purpose, right? I don't have to do it then. you just want free. I can tell you, free is not going to get you everywhere, everything you want. You want to play small. You have a bad relationship with money. So which one from those have you ever felt yourself sitting in? I can tell you, I've done a lot of those. Until I got a better relationship with money. When I finally started seeing money as a path to freedom, that I could find money anywhere. Anywhere. Erica's saying 16 for sure. Keep playing small. I love your honesty. Thank you, Erica. But when you do finally allow yourself to get a little bit uncomfortable, to step outside of that uncomfort circle, I can tell you, you can always find somewhere to make money, but you cannot make more time. And when you hire somebody, you follow their system, it's going to save you time. You can try and figure it out. There's not a lack of resources out there. But do you know how to put it together in the right order? The same as your clients. Your clients come to you and they pay for speed. And if you're ready to step into your own power, if you're ready to invest in yourself, what I recommend that you do is find yourself a coach and a mentor. 2, 1, a coach. 2, a mentor. What is the difference, you're probably asking? So this is my interpretation on what a coach and a mentor is. Now, a mentor has a method. They have a system that you know works. You like their system and you don't want to figure it out yourself. A mentor tells you what to do because they've done it themselves. A coach, they ask you really good questions. They don't tell you what to do, but they ask really good questions so that you can find within yourself what you already know, but maybe you're just not verbalizing it yet. It's like being blocked by some beliefs around something that you don't even know yet. But it's through working with a coach, you slowly start to remove these blocks, because you see, what we see, what we hear, what we think, what so many people do is they believe what they think is the truth. Now, take a moment and think about it. What you think, you believe to be true. But is it? Do you ever disagree with somebody because what they think, they believe to be true? So how does that make your thoughts any different? And this is where a coach comes in. They allow us to see the truth that is already hidden within us, but we're just not yet sure. We just don't know. So I highly recommend that everybody has a mentor and a coach. Now, some people can do both. Some people, like myself, surround myself with a team of mentors and coaches. Wherever you choose to go, choose you first and then choose somebody to get you where you want to go. Who's ready for that? Who's ready to stop playing small? Who's ready to be honest with themselves? Who's ready to step into the uncomfort zone and be challenged? I want you to go away today after this, and I want you to, this is an assignment I would like every single one of you to do today. I want you to stop and stand in front of a mirror. I want you to look at yourself, and I want you to tell yourself that you are worth it. And I want you to ask yourself the question, what am I doing right now that's holding me back? What are you doing? What am I doing to myself right now that is holding me back? And I want you to stare yourself square in the eyes. Feelings will start coming up, which means the truth is starting to bubble to the surface. And I want you to come back, whether you send me a DM to keep it private on Instagram or Facebook. They're the best ways to get in contact with me. Or just come and comment under this video. Or leave some feedback on the podcast, wherever you're listening or watching this video. But can you promise me, let me know below that you promise that you're going to do this today? Be honest. Because if you want people to invest in you, you've got to invest in yourself. Are you ready? Are you ready to play big? Are you ready? Are you ready to transform lives, to help all those beautiful humans out there that need and want your help? I know you can do it. Awesome. Thank you. Well, guys, we are here with the VIPs as well. So I'm going to head on over to the VIP room now, and I'm going to get some key takeaways from our VIPs. I haven't set up the window. Oh, it's done its thing. Hello, VIPs. There's a nice little crowd of you in here today. Erica, let's start with you since you were the first to put your camera on. What's one of your biggest takeaways from today?
It's just playing small and getting keeping myself back.
Yeah.
Get emotion, right, and get unstuck.
Mm-hmm.
I have all the material. I have everything here.
Yeah.
And making the time too.
Yes. Yeah, especially in these early stages. Making the time so that then we can get back more time. That's what's super important. And this is where we see a lot of people that come into our program.
Right.
Right. They just keep putting things off. I'm like, if you just did it in the first 6 weeks, it'd be done.
Right, exactly. I know when you said oh gosh, I know. Had I just stopped, just jumped in.
For 6 weeks. Seriously, just 6 weeks.
6 is all it takes.
6 is all. I've had people do it in 4. And then all you're doing is just redoing.
Right. It's just you just got to get in motion.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm so glad you turned up today, and we're going to be doing we're going to go dark soon with you guys and get a little bit deeper with our goals and all the things that we do here on a Monday or Tuesday, depends on where you are. What about Eva? What was a big takeaway for you this morning?
Oh, instinct in ourselves, taking away that idea that money that we spend right now is too much. We're not ready. We're not worthy. And looking at it as that the same way you would invest in your education.
Yes. Isn't it crazy the amount of money people pay to go to university to get a piece of paper that doesn't even guarantee a job? Nuts, right? Absolutely crazy. Yet, as business owners, so many people won't even pay to learn how to sell and market their business properly. What an amazing takeaway, Eva. That was really awesome. You can see, like, Erica's like, yes, I get it. What about, we saw Liz. She's down by the river somewhere or by a lake. What was your biggest takeaway, love?
I think a stronger in having a coach, not trying to do it alone, because I was there trying to do videos and all kinds of by myself, and yeah.
Yeah. What would you say is the best part about, investing now and not being alone? What have you found the most valuable part of that?
Entrepreneur, it's very lonely. And wonderful being part of the Sparkle team, and not just the teams of you, but fellow entrepreneurs supporting each other. It's a supportive environment.
Yeah. Well, look, when I think it was Marianne launching at the exact same time we were, and normally we send a team member along, and all of you rallied and like, I'll be there, I'll help you, right? And it wasn't even Team Sparkle. You guys like give me goosebumps, and seriously, like it's amazing how you all come together, and you have created that. Sure, I've created the container for it. But if it wasn't for the way you all work together, because together we work better, right? If it wasn't for the way you support each other and show up for each other, and, we've got Sarah's launch this week. I'm looking forward to learning how to train puppies, Even though I've gone through a few generations, I'm sure she's going to teach me something new. I sent a link to my sister who just got a brand new puppy. So what timing, right? But we're all ready to stand up and support each other, and I love that. What about Robin? I mean, you've been through launches now. How have you found support, and investing in yourself? And what was your key learning from today?
Key learning is probably investing's not only money.
Yeah,
it's about believing yourself and finding someone that you can relate to and work with. You get, that's probably the main thing, and I love the camaraderie. So I think what's important is it's about speed that comes when you're working with someone walk down the road before you.
Yes.
As you said, it's all out there. The information is all there. You can work it out but it's going to take you 10 times probably if you go that route, which costs you money. So which way do you want it? Do you want to do it fast, or do you want to do it slow?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know like some of the things that I've learned, and I hire marketing coaches too. I am a marketing coach, right? But I still hire marketing coaches because I also don't know what I don't know. And I need people to see from the outside. It's sometimes I feel like the chef that doesn't cook at home. I'm always so busy building for you guys. And I'm like, okay, team, we need to fix a hole. Donna's brand new to the Sparkle world, and I know Donna's been through something similar to me where we've hired the wrong people as well. But I can tell you from hiring the wrong people, it allows you to discover what you're looking for in a coach. Even my psychologist. It took me 3 or 4 psychologists before I found the one that I could open up to and felt comfortable with. So sometimes it's also trial and error, right? We try even like different types of bread on the shelf, right, to find the one we like. So investing in your business is a little bit like that as well. So what about you, Robin? What have you found was a key takeaway? I saw you out on the live stream and then you popped in towards the end. But what was a key takeaway for you in this morning's session? Oh, did I say Robin? Donna.
I think
Sorry.
you mean Donna.
I meant Donna. My brain is still recovering from hanging out with Jackie all week and being sick together.
Okay.
God, we were so
I've
sick.
been busted texting. Okay, fine.
That's okay.
I immediately picked up.
I got busted texting too.
The last couple of days, I've been madly on my evals, like eval 1 and 2, and doing it with my 10 people and things like that. And my past experiences have led me to be very clear about who I am as a person and how I'm going to do what I want for the rest of my life. And the investment that I have put into the past to make me more clear about what I want is money well spent now.
Yeah.
I think that's what probably the last 3 or 4 days have turned me. I viewed it all differently. I'm not bitter. I won't be sending you gift cards, but
I get it, right? We get angry when we get the wrong people on our team, and especially when you invest in,
I'm angry at myself. How could I be stupid? Will I make that mistake again? And, it's like I need to trust my things to be in the community, to be with the other people and women I want to be with.
Yes. And I think when we hire, and this is something that like I realized when I hired the wrong coach, I spent $25,000 for a coach. And as if anyone's heard this before, tippy tap typing coaching, literally asking me questions and waiting for me to type back, even though we were in a Zoom room together. He wouldn't let anyone in and show their face and like physically ask the questions. Now, if someone's paying $25,000, there's not 100 people in the room. And I believe it was because he didn't want us to see that there wasn't 100 people in the room. There's probably 2 of us. Well, let 2 of us come in. And then he would show up and we would be trying to type our questions and he'd go, oh, no more questions? Okay, well, I'll just finish early. And he would just leave. Even though I'd locked out a full hour to be with him, I'm like, some banter, some back and forth, some brainstorming. And that was like huge eye opener to what I don't want to be. So I could look back and be bitter. But here's the thing. At the end of that, once I realized it, what I noticed I went through was the cycle of kind of grief, denial, and then eventually got to acceptance. And what did I learn from that? So I did go through some emotional stuff, but eventually I could either be bitter, angry, or I can say, what did I learn? And what I learned was what I don't want inside my program. Like you guys know, the VOZ is open. You don't wait long. How many people? No, now, Sally's supposed to have boundaries. I'm going to say this, but please don't expect it all the time. But who got messages from me on the weekend? Right? Even if just to say I've read it or I've liked it or something. Because I'm thinking about you all the time, in the shower, in the bed. How can I make your systems better? I sent an eval back to Victoria and then I sat on it for a day and a half and then I'm like, oh, I've got another thing that I think we should implement. Yeah? Because when we're all in for our clients, right?
Yeah, well, and that's in my blab on the weekend, ignore till Monday. So, because it's like conscious of the service that you provide and the support that you give is 100%. And like I'm putting my thoughts down, but don't look at it till Monday.
I'll still look. I may not reply, but I'll still look. Especially in Slack. I always look at Slack. I can't help myself because I love you guys so much. That's why we don't bring on a lot of people. I just couldn't imagine giving the type of service we did if we had like 500 people in this program. I would have to have a lot of coaches and then it would be a corporation and I don't want that either. It just, too many employees to me would be too much headache. I love my little tight-knit small group. We make a lot of money and we do well, but we turn up. I think about you guys so much. I dream about you all. Marianne, did you watch any of the live stream or did you come in late with a key takeaway for today? I know sometimes you listen on the outside and then come in.
No, I did
okay.
come in late because of another meeting.
No, that's fine. Well, you know, I did a lot for you yesterday.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for what you did into my thing so I get busy on.
Yes, I've built it. I thought, how can I do this in a way that we don't have to keep coming back and back and back? And that's why I built 3 separate ones so we can rotate them through and we only have to do it once a quarter, go in and change the dates.
I have a couple questions because now all my links don't work. They're out there everywhere. So now we're going to be up with links. So maybe we put it on the Biz of Pleasure main.
We can swap. No, see, we can fix that. What we can do is we can swap it to the other link that you were using if you would prefer to. But out there everywhere, I mean, how far is everywhere versus what we've just built? We're always changing our links. So if you want to keep the link the same, we can take the back end link, you know, the / blah that you had in the previous event and put it in this month's, right? And then as you rotate through, we just swap out the links and move it to the new page. So that's easy fixed. So it's always the same link.
I was just on podcasts and on everything.
That's it.
That other link. And
we'll just, that take me 2 seconds. We can jump in. Let me show you that now. So let me see. I don't know if I can do a share screen. Hang on. I haven't set
I think I know how to do it.
You know how to do it? Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
we can change the actual link.
So you go to the details section, and you go and have a look at the one we did for your last funnel, right? Yeah. And just put a number 1 on the end of it. Okay, so it's different. And then go to the September version one that we built with September on the end, and then just put that old link. And then you just have to remember the day after or the day.
Better go show me because I'm not.
You're not there. Yeah. Okay, let me do that for you.
Sorry.
So no, don't be sorry. All good. All right. So let me just log in. I will. Oh, actually, I might be in your account. I was working on yours last. There we go. All right. So let me come into here. I'll just get the screen share going. It's probably going to be the wrong one. So just give me a second. Oh, look at that. It's done all the good things. Okay. So when you're in the funnels section of Kajabi, then what you do is your 3-day event. We come into the 3-day event and we click on the 3 little dots and we go edit details. And then here you'll see the word masterclass. So that was the top of your funnel last time. Yeah. So what we can do is just, you can archive this if you want. And then we just use the word masterclass. So we save this. And then we come out and now you're moving from masterclasses or 3 days to just the one. So we come into here and at the moment, this is the one that's running the September one. We edit and then we just put masterclass on there, right? So now all the links that were out there everywhere are still out there everywhere, sending them to the right place. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then what you'll do is next time when you're, let me just, this screen needs fixing so you can see it a little better. Oops, wrong button. Oh, I hate it when it does that. All right. So, okay. So when, we still need to, just bear with me guys while I fix up my share screen because I hadn't planned on it in the live stream. But that's okay. We move with the punches. Oops, wrong button. All right. So down the side of your, So down the side of your funnel, you'll see we've built you 3 landing pages. So you got 1 landing page at the top here and another landing page down there. And after your last live event, so maybe on the morning of, or the day after, or maybe directly after you run your final one for the month, you've just got to come in here and then on the end of this, just put, archive maybe September 22. Yeah. But we'll come back and we'll change these to, what have we got? September, October, November. This will then become December, January, February, right? So we only have to do it once every 3 months, and you've only just got to come back in and change out, and we'll show you how to I'll literally do a walkthrough every quarter what you need to do. Does that make sense though, what I've showed you so far?
Yes. So on the main page, I'm going to have the 2 different events, correct?
Correct. So
it's going to have the 2 dates. So they use one or the other, and it'll flip them into that one.
Correct. So inside of Keep that we have built for you, let's show you here. Oh, what am I doing? Switch. I've got to write in Mary Ann. So inside of Keep, at the moment I've built 1, but I will build 3 in there because I just need to set up 1 so I can duplicate it first. But inside your automation, what we've built here in your stage 1, because it's lead gen, right? In here, we've built 2. So you know those 2 sections. That's why I need you to get advanced automation for Kajabi. But we've got your 2 ways in. So this is webinar 1 at the beginning of the month and webinar 2. So we don't have to worry about the dates here. But every time we change, we only have a couple of fields to change. We have one activity tag in here to change so that we know. See, this one's got September 22 on it.
Okay.
Right? So that is the only thing we change in here. And then in here, we change the dates. So your day open and your cart close date. Right? So that triggers the right emails. And then the actual bits that populate inside of all your emails. So those 3 places there is all we change each time we run this automation. And then the other one is just this tag down here so we know what month they've come into the Facebook group, right?
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Every time we automate, everything else stays the same, right? Once this is all set up and ready to go. So we've only got like 4 little changes in here to make and everything will just run beautifully. All right.
Perfect. And if I want to at any time go back with 3-day, I have that one already there.
Correct. But what I will do, yeah, exactly. So we've got your 3-day one. Now, I want to chat to you about this. Let me come back to you. And Jackie and I were having a bit of a chat about this. As you know, we're always talking about you guys. What I would like to do is I want you to consider, and I mean, it is your business, okay? But I do want you to think about the 3-day a little bit more because remember that the 3 days and the 5 days are more forgiving, but also we get to test more content. So if you're only running 1 webinar and you're testing 1 section of teaching to watch the reactions and the feedback and what they like best and the words they use, you've only got that 1 session. And then you've got to wait again for another. However, if you're doing 3 days, we can test faster. Does that make sense? And that's the reason why I always get people to start on 3 to 5 days. Once we've got the awesome content and we've done all the testing and watching the head nods and all the key things we're looking for, we can take the best bits and put it into a higher converting webinar.
Okay.
But I know your people are super, super busy and I understand why you want to move to a one-off, but also we're still in the measure and optimize phase, trying to get those sexy numbers working where we want them to. So I'm happy that we've built this webinar and you can keep testing them, but maybe consider in between, do a 3-day so we can test a little faster because success loves speed, right? The quicker we can test things, the quicker we can get those results. So it's just something that I was chatting with Jackie about on the weekend that I really wanted to kind of bring up with you just for consideration. It is your business and we help you with the things that we help, we do help people with webinars, but it's usually once you're getting that consistent revenue flow.
So not objecting whatsoever. And I don't mind even looking up and running both and seeing which one really brings them in, which one.
Correct. It's all testing.
So,
yeah. Yeah, we're here to support you, whichever decision you make, but I can just sort of say from experience, but also I do also understand your client avatar really well, and it may be perfect. You may run this and you'll be like, golden, nailed it, right? So I'm not saying don't do this. I'm just saying think about if we're not getting good numbers after these, maybe 1 or 2 of these, that we think about testing a little faster by just trying the 3-day again, because we've only tried it once, remember? We've only tried it once.
Yeah, and I don't mind trying it. It's just I want speed to be to do another one. And so I'll do both and see.
Yeah, let's get you through this webinar, right? Because it's only a week or so away. Your main focus, because what we're doing is we're literally rebuilding right now something that we nearly had, and we're going to start optimizing, and now we're just building another funnel. So now that we've built this one, we need to stick with it for the next 3 months. We have the other one that we can talk about bringing back, but yeah.
After the first of the year.
I would wait until let's get through this next 3 months, because we've built this now. We've got 6, 2, 4, 5. Potentially you'd probably get 6 in before the end of the year. Okay. Whereas if we were running a 3-day, it'd be like 9 or something like that, 9 or 12 different things we could have tested. But that's okay. All good. I just wanted to bring it up with you so that we can, be on the same page, know where we're coming from. But look, I love you and all your sexy goodness. And I'm always seeing you popping up on my feed, and you're writing some really cool stuff. I know you've been working a bit with Megan as well. So, looking forward to seeing the results from the next one. We still have another handover to do for the sales part of your automation, which I will be working on later on today for you. But at least you can start filling it as soon as I can get that trigger tag set up for you. You're good to go. And that should hopefully be today. Well, will be today for you.
Perfect.
Excellent.
I haven't gone in and upgraded yet.
No, that's okay. We'll chat about that. We're about to go dark. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody, for joining me out there on the live stream. And we are here most Mondays or Tuesdays an hour earlier than if you're here currently still watching us live. And if you want to make sure that you do get notifications, then just make sure that you register here. It is a calendar that you can subscribe to, and it shows in your own time zone, and it becomes under an other calendar inside of your Google Calendar, so that you never miss a live, and any like trainings and things that we do for free. Go there. Dr. Sparkle is still broken. She's still sick. Facebook is not happy. Looks like, I'm going to need to make another Dr. Sparkle. All right, so for everyone out there on the live stream, never let anyone dull your sparkle. Get one income-producing activity done each and every day, and I will see you on the next live. Bye, guys.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if